Hey guys, John here, and welcome to a special video where I discuss a little bit about what happened at E3 last night and today. So lots of stuff went down. Um, I think the most important thing we need to talk about is how Sony, PlayStation 4, absolutely murdered the Xbox One. Microsoft has got to be feeling that one. PS4 just kept kicking them and kicking them and kicking them, and it wasn't just that they were showing better content. They were, but as they revealed things about the console, it was just so carefully planned out as to do the most damage as possible to Microsoft. You could just tell as they released like that little video they put on YouTube showing how do you share games with your friends on PlayStation 4. You just hand it to them. You know what I mean? It was amazing. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. The guy making a special point to say that it can play used games. Just so many great things. And then, of course, the fact that the price itself is $100 cheaper than the Xbox One. The Xbox One is going to retail for $500 and have very few games to offer. But PlayStation 4 is going to retail for $399 and have a lot of awesome looking games, including, yes, Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my gosh. Now, we're not sure when that's actually going to release, but it is coming for PlayStation 4 along with Final Fantasies 14, 15, and Versus whatever, which the clips they showed looked really cool of that as well. But anyway, yeah, so PS4 definitely destroyed Xbox, and that's great. I'm glad about that. You know, Xbox is going to be bringing a new Halo to the table, which, you know, I know that's good for people who are fans of Halo, but it's not new. It's not revolutionary. It's not that big of a deal. And you might say the same about Kingdom Hearts, but keep in mind, Kingdom Hearts is an ever evolving series. They've added something new to it every time. And so that's a standout thing. But the PS4 just announced a whole lot of awesome titles, and they looked fantastic. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm pretty much convinced that I'm going to get a PS4 now, which I wasn't before. But they convinced me, whereas Microsoft convinced me to not get an Xbox One, so they kind of failed that job. But anyway, I have a page here with some stuff that went on with the PS4's deal. They showed Drive Club, Knack, Infamous, Second Son, which is one of the more impressive displays of the PS4's capabilities because it just looked amazing. The stuff that guy was able to do. I was able to get some clips from the live stream, and I'll try to insert them so that you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, other things that they showed: Killzone, Shadowfall, Assassin's Creed 4, which everybody is showing, Watch Dogs, Transistor, Batman Arkham Origins, and of course, as I said, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasies, which, as far as I'm concerned, they all look awesome. They were all very well done, and the presentation was really, really good. Some of the speakers could have been a bit better, but that tends to happen. But yeah, all in all, I was super impressed, and I'm excited about the PS4. And yeah, I really am glad that they did what they did. They didn't just step up to the plate and hit a home run. They hit a grand slam, and they made sure to go ahead and throw the bat at Microsoft's face as they ran by. So it was amazing. One more thing about the PS4, which I thought was really, really interesting, is that it's going to be region free, which means for the most part, you can buy a game, import it from Japan, and you'll be able to play it on your PS4, and I think that's a pretty cool touch. It's also going to include a 500 gigabyte hard drive as well, so no worries about space being an issue. And yes, though, one negative that came out of it is that online multiplayer for PS4 is going to require a PlayStation Plus membership, and you know that takes away that advantage that they had where they had free internet or online multiplayer versus Xbox, which has always had a pay service. But the neat thing about PlayStation Plus is that you're given access to a lot of free games that are made available to PlayStation Plus members, which is a really cool thing. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was bound to happen, I suppose. But we're hoping that this guarantees fully dedicated servers that aren't going to have a bunch of problems. And we'll clean that up. But you know what? Sony's always had better connections, in my opinion, than Xbox Live had. So if their free service was better than Xbox's pay service, I'm hoping that their pay service is going to be really, really good. Anyway, so time to move on to Nintendo. Okay, so one of the biggest things that people were looking forward to, of course, with Nintendo's E3 was, and I showed this clip previously, Super Smash Bros. 4, which looks awesome. The details and graphics looked amazing for both versions of the game, which is Wii U and 3DS. And then, of course, the reveal of 2 of the new characters. Obviously, we know there's going to be more, but 2 of the new characters, which was the little villager dude from Animal Crossing, which is kind of interesting, I suppose, and might make for some fun battles. But more importantly, the one thing that we weren't expecting, but we were kind of all hoping for, I think, and that was Mega Man. Mega Man as a playable character in Super Smash Bros. 4. That looks awesome. He looked like he had a huge arsenal at his disposal, which is pretty awesome. Looked like all of the original Robot Master's powers or something. It looked really, really cool. So, really excited about that. Other stuff, and I wasn't able to actually see this myself because the live stream didn't work at first. So, anyway, but Super Mario 3D World, I believe is what they're calling it. And it is a new Mario platformer. And, of course, we're all going to be pretty excited about that. And I think it's going to be quite good. And maybe it's a joke. Maybe it's a coincidence. But one of the new power-ups is Cat Mario. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Nintendo does have a bit of a sense of humor there. But anyway, you can play as Toad or Peach as well. So it's Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Peach. And apparently there is going to be 4 players involved. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, so it looks really good. And I'm excited to see what all comes from that. Also, of course, Mario Kart 8 was revealed. And it looked stunning. The graphics were great. The gameplay looked very interesting. I loved how the whole gravity thing would change. It was kind of like Mario Galaxy. Suddenly the carts were going along the sides of the walls and up on the ceiling. It was really cool. Looks like it adds a lot of diversity in the gameplay. And aside from some random Wii Party stuff, there was also some interesting third-party titles released, and I think one of the ones that people are really interested in seeing more of is Bayonetta 2. That game looks very well done. I'm not sure what to expect from it at all, but graphically it looks amazing, and it looks like they're maybe taking an interesting twist with the series as well, so definitely something to keep an eye on. Also, you can expect to see, and these are going to be ports / remakes / such and such third-party titles, and that's going to be Assassin's Creed 4, Batman Arkham Origins, including either a DLC or a special version called Blackgate, Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut, which looked totally good. Oh my gosh, that looked awesome. And also Disney Infinity, Just Dance 2014, Rayman Legends, Scribblenauts Unmasked, Disney's Planes, Shin Megami Tensei 4, Skylanders Swap Force, Splinter Cell Blacklist, which looked unreal. Cannot wait to play that. That looked awesome. Sonic Lost World, we got to see a little clip of it, and that game looks like it's going to be great for both 3DS and Wii U. And Watch Dogs is going to be coming to the Wii U as well. It's going to be across all the platforms and is definitely one of the most anticipated titles of the year. So that's pretty much what Nintendo brought to the table, and I feel that they touched on a lot of the games that are going across the multi-platforms, which is going to help keep them, current and everything. But they also brought Mario to the table. Oh, and I forgot Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and that's going to be later this year released. And that looked pretty awesome. I'm hoping that they learned a lesson as far as the difficulty level, and that most people seem to prefer the 3DS version of Donkey Kong Country Returns because it was a slight bit easier as far as it gave you some extra health and stuff. That was my one complaint with DKCR. It was just too hard. I made some progress in the game, but it was brutal. And I feel like, with better controls and an all-around possibly easier situation of the game, that one's going to be a ton of fun. So yeah, in my opinion, with them bringing in the third-party titles and ports and such, as well as Mario, Donkey Kong, Smash Brothers, and all that good stuff, and let's be honest about it, they're hinting at a lot more. There's hints of Star Fox, there's hints of F-Zero, there's hints of all sorts of things coming out of this, and I think that's got us all pretty excited. In my opinion, they took second place at E3, and I think they're happy with that. I think we're all okay with that because second place still means they're beating the Xbox and staying current, but at the same time, they're not completely selling out to the multimedia madness that the other two consoles are cashing in on. And it's geared toward old school gamers, and that's pretty awesome. So that's great stuff. I'm excited about the PS4. I'm excited about the future of the Wii U, and I could care less about the Xbox One. Go ahead and hate me if you must, but you've got to admit they had a terrible E3, and a few games that they announced that they have that no one else has is not going to save them. They'll pull out, they'll end up making a profit and all that kind of stuff. But as far as launch, PS4 is going to kill them, and that's as it should be, honestly. So anyway, thank you for watching my E3 breakdown. And yeah, if you are new, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. It really helps me out. And yeah, if you are new and you're seeing this as the first video you ever see from me, well, I'm a Let's Player, a video game commentator. So check out my other videos. You're probably going to enjoy them. I play through a lot of games and yammer along in the background and try to be funny, which doesn't work sometimes. But anyway, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more. Bye.
you have any idea how embarrassing it is for me to keep arresting my own brother over and over again?
Maybe you should stop arresting your brother over and over and over again.
You think this is a joke?
No, I don't.
Is this how you want to leave your mark on the world, huh?
Alright, I got this whole thing figured out. We hit the town, maybe swing by the Space Needle, always wanted to see it, and then we're back home to save some lives.
You do realize when we hit the town, there's a fair chance the town's gonna, head back?
Shrouded by darkness. I have suppressed my hatred, but I waited for the stars to align. After 1,000 years spent wandering the darkest bowels of the earth, time to emerge from the shadows has finally vengeance of Saddam the Dark will be unleashed. Myra will reduce the empire of Arathia to ashes. Now will I bring them chaos and destruction. Now will it be suffered and desolation. I will make them regret the day they dare to defy the greatest dark sorcerer ever to walk the earth. The seven seals of the war and the talismans of Rastadan. I invoke you, Astaroth, Dark Lord of the Lost Metals, by the sacred power of the ancient gods, by all the spirit servants of Asmodan, by all the sacred parchments of Pastuma! Oh, shit! I can never get that last one right.
Fashta Malavi.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I knew it. Damn! I am so sorry.
No problem. We'll just take it again.
Wow, dude, totally freaked me out. I scared the crap out of me, man.
Oh, excuse me, if I may, I just have a quick word about the script.
About the script?
Yes, as my character is rather complex, I want to make sure I'm conveying all facets of his psychology. So, I asked myself whether this hatred that is consuming him isn't emanating from...
You know what? Don't change a thing. You were great. Okay, everybody, let's take it from where we left off, if you're all ready.
Hey, name's Maurice. How you doing?
David,
All
David
right.
Gant.
First time in a video game?
Yes.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
Okay, let's do it.